What do you do during an on-site inspection?
An on-site inspection to evaluate the property. I actually go out to the property and see what factors may or may not increase or decrease the value of the property. So I go out there, one of the first things I look at is does it have road frontage? What is the vegetation? What is the topography? Does it have any streams or waterways on it? I'm not a soil scientist, but I take a look at the soil because it's very likely that if it's a rural property, it's not going to have municipal sewer. And I have a good inkling of where good soils and bad soils are, but also when I'm actually on the property, there's some key things that I can look at to determine whether or not it has good soils. I'm looking for those old tires and the old cars on the property to make sure it doesn't have anything like that. I'm looking at the neighbors, the neighborhood, what kind of neighbors we have. Sometimes, we have a hunting preserve or a shooting gallery or a little factory or chicken houses. So looking at what's nearby the property is something else that I do on-site inspection. And I look at whether or not the corners are easily identifiable. So I'm out there hopefully with a survey and an aerial photo and a plat, and I relocate the corners to make sure I know where the boundaries are. I'm not a surveyor, but I can identify potential problems as far as a fence overlap or a building overlap and things like that. So all these things together paint a group picture of and allows me to determine what I think the marking value of the property would be.
Okay. It sounds like there's a lot you can see from the ground that you can't see on paper.
Yeah, right. There's no way that I could give a full and fair evaluation without actually boots on the ground. So there are times of the year where I prefer to do this and times where it's a lot. I don't like August and September very much. I'm going to get, no matter how I protect myself, I'm going to get eaten alive. But I really like evaluating properties when it's cooler and some of the vegetation has dropped off. It's a lot easier for me to find things or whatever. But a good day for me is getting out and evaluating a property and spending. I usually spend about 3 to 6 hours on a property.
Oh, okay.